Hey, stop. Stop doing these exercises right now. If you're doing these in the gym, these 7 exercises, get them out of your program and get these better alternatives in place. I'm Craig Valentine from TurbulenceTraining.com, and I'm going to show you 7 exercises to kick to the curb. Hey, Craig Valentine here with Brian Calicate, certified turbulence trainer, and we are going to show you 7 exercises that you should not be doing. So you can stop them right now, and we're going to give you 7 better ones. The very first one is bench dips. Now, a lot of people do this. They think they're hitting their triceps, and they are, but it puts the shoulder in a terrible position. Your scapula tips forward, and it really can destroy your rotator cuff. Now, here's the thing. People do this because it's easier than doing regular parallel bar dips. It's easier than doing close grip push-ups with 90% repetitions. Let's show that. Much better alternative. Close grip push-ups, hands are shoulder width apart, go down 90% up to keep the tension on the triceps. Let's use that instead, or use regular dips at a parallel bar with a slight lean forward and a narrow grip on the bars. That's going to be much better. Avoid bench dips. Kick those out of your program right now. Next, we're going to show you a couple exercises with a barbell. First is we see a lot of people doing clean and presses with a fixed bar. That's not how you should be doing them. And worse, we see people do forearm reverse curls to clean it up instead of learning how to actually do a clean. So first of all, if you don't know how to do this exercise with proper form, don't do it. Second of all, don't use a fixed bar. That's not how clean and presses are meant to be done. You need to use a bar that allows the weights to rotate, the bar to rotate, and the weights to spin. So that is an exercise you need to get out of your program, because if you're not doing it properly, there's no point in doing it. Alternatives are to do simply a standing one-arm dumbbell press, or you can do a squat press. Because most people are doing this for a metabolic effect, but there's so many better ways to train. So that one's out. Next one that's out is a barbell squat. What? A barbell squat? Yes, a barbell squat with terrible form. Brian's going to stand on his side, and he's going to start by bending his knees a lot at the start. This is the wrong way to squat. We need to get that out of your program. So do not bend at the knees first when you squat. Instead, he's going to bend at his hips, push his hips back, and drop down to parallel. This puts more of the tension over the glutes and hamstrings and still works your quads very hard. But it's much better form. So don't squat with your knees. That's going to put too much stress on the knees, and that's why people get sore knees from squats, even though it's a great exercise and can work so much of your body. Next is a narrow grip upright row. Another exercise that can really impinge the shoulder joint and lead to rotator cuff problems in so many people. Now, we already have a predisposition to rotator cuff problems because we sit like this all day long, we drive like this, and then we go home and watch TV like this. And that rounds our shoulders, and we don't have good posture, and we don't have good technique. And then if we add that type of exercise in, you're cruising for a bruising on your rotator cuff. So kick it out. A much better exercise is a wide grip seated row or a standing face pull, going like this with a rope attached to a cable, pulling back and squeezing. That works your upper back really hard and the back of the shoulders. And then to train your medial and anterior deltoids, stick with one-arm shoulder presses or cable lateral raises with a slow eccentric. Much better way to train, much safer on your shoulder joint and rotator cuff. So kick that one to the curb as well. Another one that hits your rotator cuff the wrong way is a standard bodybuilder bench press. Let's get that barbell there, Brian. He's going to lie down. The problem with most people's bench press is they have a wide grip and then they keep their elbows out when they go down. And that puts a lot of stress on the rotator cuff as well. So we want to switch up are barbell pressing, because we still like to use it if we're meatheads and we like to get strong. So it's a little bit narrower grip, and then the elbows stay tucked into the side a little bit more as he lowers the bar. It really reduces the amount of stress on the rotator cuff. There's still a lot of stress on your rotator cuff, so going to dumbbells is even easier on the rotator cuff. But if you want to do bench press, make those two switches. Slightly narrower grip, so it's a medium grip, and then keep those elbows tucked into the side a little bit and really squeeze your shoulder blades together as you bench press. Keep them together and focused and strong, and that'll help you protect them. Now there's two dumbbell exercises I want to show you as well. The first one is dumbbell side bends. It's just a waste of your time. Most people, when they're doing side bends, do a very small range of motion. But even if they were doing a big range of motion and using heavy dumbbells, it's probably going to get them further away from their goals of having great abdominals and a narrow waist. Now, unless you're a power lifter or a strong man who needs to be really, really strong in his core for heavy lifting, there's probably not a great reason to put side bends into your program. A better exercise are farmer's walks. So farmer's walks, you're going to hold the dumbbells down by your side, keep your abs braced, and walk. Now another thing to do is walk in a figure 8 motion so that there's some turning, working the abdominals. So a bigger figure 8, not just a couple of steps, but this exercise works your grip, traps, and your obliques very hard. Now this might be something that most women don't want to do, so just working side planks and crossbody mountain climbers is a much better way to work your abdominals and your obliques than with the side bend. And the last exercise to kick to the curb are tricep kickbacks. First of all, it's a waste of your time if you're trying to lose weight. It's a very small muscle group, it's isolation training, but look at this. Watch where the actual resistance of gravity is against the weight. Only in that part of the motion. Remember, gravity acts downward and we apply force to it. So when the dumbbell is moving parallel to the floor, there's no gravity acting against the dumbbell and activating the triceps. It's a waste of your time. It really is an exercise you need to kick to the curb along with all those other ones. So a lot of information there, but a lot of better exercises that we can do. Improve your training, be more efficient with the exercises you use, take care of your shoulder joint, and you're going to get results and stay safe and transform your body. You won't see those exercises in turbulence training, so come on over to our website, turbulencetraining.com, or our bodyweight only workouts at homeworkoutrevolution.com to get better workouts for you. Let me know if you like this video, or ask me more questions about whether or not you should be using certain exercises in the gym, and we'll make more videos just for you.